56. After a year where Lisa Ashton claimed a highly sought-after PDC victory on the iconic Winter Garden stage, we saw 5 different winners of Women's Series events last year, with one first-time winner in Kirsi Vinnakainen, and yet more brilliance from the dominant force in women's darts in Bo Greaves, who has won the last 13 of these tournaments. Her list of accolades continues to grow, and such was the fantastic nature of her 2025. She comes here to Hildesheim as a PDC tour card holder this weekend, meaning she'll also be staying on to compete in the first 2 Players' Championship events of the season on Monday and Tuesday. But we start the opening Women's Series event here in Germany with 99 players in the field, 36 of them from Germany, and some familiar surnames to look out for with the likes of Rachel Part and Karolina Ratajski. But we start here, Matt Edgar, with a former winner of a Women's Series event in Natalie Gilbert, taking on the returning Mozhgan Rahmani, who we've not seen in Women's Series action since 2024, but we have been reliably informed that 55. She has now secured a 5-year visa, which is going to allow her to fully commit herself to these Women's Series events, which is a really positive thing for the women's game.
Absolutely, and one for herself as well. When you know that you can commit to something, it must be awful when you've got to sort of try and plan around things and you can't quite make that full commitment. Now she can, not just in regards to being able to attend all the events, but the commitment that it's going to take to reach the level she needs to in regards to practicing and putting that effort in and getting the rewards out of the other side. She can now put that input there, and we know she's got the game. We've seen it. We've seen it right here.
121.
Picking up titles over in Iran. Didn't take her long, did it, to start finding success? And may not take her long here now that she's got that visa secured and can commit herself to the ladies' game.
58.
Yeah, really interesting, really exciting prospect. First picked up a set of darts and started playing in 2015. And like you said,
100.
Because of the challenges she's faced, it's kind of been stop-start, hasn't it? But this should allow her now to find some consistency in the game.
Well, she's certainly one of those that you're going to keep an eye on, isn't she? There's this short list that you want to make at the start of the year where you go, who are the players to watch? And that is on all aspects of the game. Who are the players on the Challenge Tour to keep an eye out for? Who are the new tour card holders? Who's going to make success on the Pro Tour? And the Women's Series now is starting to get those stories come through. We've got a lot of debutants in the field today. And you can be rest assured that at least one of them is going to shine at some point this weekend.
81.
Couldn't find the treble 20 to give her a dart at the bull,
43.
But she will return to look at this 72.
It'd be interesting to see the ways in which she goes for finishes as well. We've seen various different things. The Phantom Dart coming into play. Phantom Dart again there on the double 4.
64.
Didn't work on that occasion. Does make me think that she was trying to leave tops. But unless Natalie Gilbert can take out a big finish here, she will be back. The finish is on. Finish is off. 16's required. So a handful of darts now to kickstart her campaign.
83.
And pins it this time. First leg to Mozhgan Rahmani. Oh, and a fist bump there. I'm sure Natalie Gilbert will really have appreciated that.
I see that quite a lot. We see it a lot with the Asian players, the American players, the Canadian players, where they do like a fist bump after every single leg, all 180.
That would get right on your wick, wouldn't it? If you're 3-0 down and your opponent's fist bumping you, you're not going to love that, are you?
It's annoying when you're winning as well, trust me.
28.
When you've won a leg, you broke the throw, you walk straight down the hockey expecting to throw again, and the hand's there. It's like...
How do you think the likes of James Wade would feel about that? Think they'd enjoy it?
6.
I think it'd make some stories. Speaking of stories, we're getting close now, aren't we, to that 128 on the ladies' tour, the women's series. It's
100.
getting closer all the time, and there's a lot of events on this weekend that I thought may have just affected the numbers a little bit, but no, we're constantly moving towards it. More debutantes again this year. I think we could get it this year where we see the 128 players.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely, and it's interesting to see more and more
43.
players committing to travelling over from England and Wales for the Women's Series in Germany.
85.
You mentioned there being a lot of tournaments on this weekend, of course, the Dutch Open being one of them. Another interesting thing is seeing Dieter Hedman's name in this event for the weekend.
The WDF Women's World Champion.
26.
Opting to stay away from arguably the biggest open of the year to be here at the Women's Series, and that may come down to the fact that she's very close to the women's match play come July, and
100.
can't really afford the letting players have 4 tournaments ahead. Just 2 places outside at the moment is Dieter Hedman in regards to that race for Blackpool. A race that Natalie Gilbert will fancy herself to be very close to. Currently 19th
60.
on that order of merit.
$55.
Yeah, far from the start that she would have wanted, though. Capable of so much more, but again, unable to stay straight with that first dart.
44.
I mean, for Natalie Gilbert, she's going to be very well aware of the player she's playing here and the
54.
potential of the player that she's playing against here. And you start a season, event number 1, you kind of want to get your feet into the table. You want a nice draw, and this comes out. You're on the streaming board. You think, oh no, this isn't an ideal way to
60.
start the season, and it may not be because you could be 2-0 down. No phantom dart here. And the darts are going very wayward.
Game shot.
What an adjustment with dart 3. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure she's going to want to keep doing that.
30.
It's a good test, though, this isn't it, as well, going up against a player like Natalie Gilbert, because we've looked at it from Natalie's point of view, where you look at this and go, this isn't an ideal draw, but
100.
on the flip side, this is a good draw. Going up against the previous winner of the Women's Series, a real good way to test yourself against someone who's chasing that match play, and then you come out of this with a win and you think, well, actually, I can get myself in that position, and maybe the match play
42.
for myself is very achievable.
Well, and you mentioned that Natalie Gilbert would have seen this as one that was quite tricky. It's the unknown as well, isn't it? Because yes, Mozhgan Rahmani has made the last 16 of one of these tournaments before, but as we mentioned at the start of the match, he's not played on the Women's Series since 2024, so there was no real indicator of the form that she was going to show. Straight back to
96.
Women's Series action and straight back on the stream board as well.
Natalie Gilbert needs to find something quicker, because I'm just looking at the body language. There's a lot of size, there's a lot of slumping of the shoulders.
60.
This isn't what she expected. She was probably practicing really well, getting ready for this tournament, getting ready for the Women's Series. She puts a lot of miles in. She does a lot of tournaments. She plays on the WDF circuit as well. She does a lot of travelling for her darts, and this will be something she was eyeing up, the start of the
85.
Women's Series. So when it starts the way it is, where she's playing this under par performance, this is where you got to dig in rather than get disappointed.
60. $100.
That's a better visit, isn't it? Too many where she strayed into the 5s and the 1s, but stayed straight with those, picked off a big
100.
treble, and she's now first down to a finish.
how that 100 came for me. That was the most important thing, because her good scores have come
95.
where she sort of sprayed darts around and picked off a treble. That was good grouping. That was a good sign. It's just a set-up play here.
45.
Natalie Gilbert a chance to get her first leg of the season. Good marker.
And she
Game
does
shot.
manage to get her first leg. I can't imagine she's going to be offering a fist pump here, but still we have one. I'm thoroughly enjoying that, to be honest.
You'd like to make this a rule for all matches all season, wouldn't you?
In every single competition.
Well, we get in the World Cup after every throw, don't
Yeah,
we? So
yeah.
$121.
We do have a few results coming in. Lisa Ashton safely through to the last 64, getting the better of Felicia Blay.
60.
Steph Clark also through, as is Denise Cassidy. Kayana Fraunfelder, a 4-0 winner as well. Rhiannon O'Sullivan with the best performance we've seen so far, though. An average in the mid-90s to get the better of Kirsty Hutchinson, 4-0.
55.
What a start to the day that is. And we were looking through the draw earlier, weren't we? There were some brutal first and second round ties.
oh, for sure, and that's the joy of the open
100.
draw, isn't it? I suppose that's why everyone loves the UK Open as well, isn't it? The next big major on the calendar, about a month away now. The open draw FA Cup style. This is good, though, from Natalie Gilbert. We're just starting to get those warning signs and those distress signals, wasn't we, in the last leg? And she needed the dartboard to start giving us something positive, to start giving something back, and it
55.
is. She's starting to see something happening now. Getting herself back in this game.
$140.
Yeah, this is really impressive. She's found something just where she needed to. And now we're going to find out a lot about Mozhgan Rahmani, aren't we?
85.
Can she go with her when Natalie Gilbert is having one of these spells? Because it's going to be a dart at the bull.
40.
Able to level it up on this occasion.
Treble 17 will give her a dart at the bullseye. It's a dart at the bullseye for a 3-1 lead. A fine effort
96.
to try and steal the leg away from Natalie Gilbert. But now she's got options, she's got choices, she's got time. It's 2 darts at the double 16 for a level game. Could be a little bit tricky. That's just kicked a little bit over the target.
16.
You see there, just hitting the dart, going wide. And the phantom dart is back.
Double 4. Again, the target for Rahmani.
70.
But isn't able to punish Natalie Gilbert's misses. So she returns, and it's a clear bed this time to aim at.
Well, it was.
Well,
He's once again got a little bit tricky. Had to go bottom end. That's blocked. Moves across the hockey, but that's going to give her a little bit of wall of tungsten to play into.
No score.
And somehow squeeze it down the outside, but we just saw some nervy darts on that 25 setup. There's no way that she was going for the small 17. That was a nervy dart. Now chasing it around.
well,
Game
this
shot.
leg has become so pivotal. It goes the way of Mozhgan Rahmani. And after Natalie Gilbert missed 6 darts at double, I mean, would you have been the type of player? Because in this scenario, if I just missed all those opportunities to level a game at 2-all, it would really start playing on my mind, just that fist bump. I know it really doesn't matter too much, but it would start playing on my
81.
mind.
Oh, you'd be lucky if the table was still standing. If I'd just missed all those darts, that would have been gone. Just
45.
feels, though, like things have changed a little bit here for Rahmani. The pace of the game's just getting a little bit quicker, the movement getting a little bit quicker. It's almost like she's dodged a bullet there. And she sort of needed that little bit of fortune because the game was turning. Natalie Gilbert was on the ascendancy.
100.
Oh, completely. It felt like that was the turning point, and as we said, was Rahmani going to be able to go with Gilbert?
45.
That's why this is such an intriguing game, isn't it? Because we're going to be learning quite a little bit here at the start of the day, the start of the campaign. Rahmani is on the shortlist for 2026.
100.
I'm sure he's going to be one of the players we see quite a bit of here on the streaming board.
Yeah, someone with huge potential.
100.
And she's made a lot of sacrifices as well to make this happen, to try and carve out a career in the world of darts. She has got a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering, but ended up
60.
giving up on her studies so that she could focus more on her darting career. So she really has put a lot into this.
41.
Whilst being restricted, and as we mentioned, those restrictions have now gone. She can now make that commitment. Changes a lot. You see it a lot with players that have got potential, but they're held back maybe by finance. They don't have the backing, they don't have the sponsorship. And then as soon as they get that, it's like that financial burden, that barrier goes and they kick on. We could be seeing something very similar here.
45. 40. 60.
We just learned a little bit more there in regards to the numbers, something that may need to improve over time if she's going to compete at the very high end of the game. But Natalie Gilbert, who's just missed 6 darts in the last leg, hasn't even given herself an opportunity here. But nor
20.
as Rahmani. Staying on the 20s means no opportunity here, no finish, which gives Natalie Gilbert that extra visit. They're the sort of things that you can work on quite easily.
Yeah, she'll still be pretty livid with that visit though, won't she?
29.
And this time, there is pressure. Yes, she's got 3 darts at double.
Game
And she
shot.
does pin it. She keeps herself alive in this one, but it is now Mozhgan Rahmani who has the darts to try and seal a victory, her first in 2026 on the Women's Series.
140.
And that is a cracking way to start the leg.
I like to watch players' reactions, body language, and Natalie Gilbert taking that out, keeping herself in the game. It was eyes closed. It was almost like disappointment. Probably still thinking of the miss from the previous leg. Then you see your opponent go up with a 140. It just feels like work at the moment, doesn't it, for Natalie Gilbert? There was that moment where it looked like it was turning, and she's handed it back. But she's got to dig deep here. The game's still alive.
Yeah, but that spell that you mentioned where
85.
things really started going right, those darts, like again there, the first dart into the 5, that wasn't happening so much, but
60.
as you said, it's all so difficult for her at the moment.
If you're Rahmani here, you just think, just keep them straight.
Yeah.
Just 60s will do for now. Keep them straight. Force Natalie to chase those trebles. Make a push at the dart.
55.
No way through there. It really did look like a switch would have been the better option. But plan just keep them straight has been aborted very quickly.
41.
Big gap here though. Natalie Gilbert really does need to find something. 140 would have been a minimum requirement.
140.
And that's the thing, she'll know that Mozhgan Rahmani isn't doing anything spectacular to be ahead in this game.
60.
She'll know that she's still got time to turn this one around.
Oh, in a game of chances, they've had about equal. It's just been Rahmani's been taking hers, and once again, straying off that line, not keeping them straight.
28.
Just get herself down. But every time there's been a bit of an opportunity to open a bit of a gap to give herself a chance here, Natalie Gilbert hasn't taken it.
80.
I think she'll also know that there's been a bit of tension, hasn't there, at the back end of legs where Mozhgan Rahmani's had opportunities. So she'll know that she can keep herself within striking distance.
40.
Again, another loose last dart. Double 16.
58.
Match dart missed.
That would have been a beautiful way to win the game and kickstart a season, but Natalie Gilbert, a chance to save the match. Wayward eliminates the chance and gives Rahmani the chance now to build herself, get ready. 3 match darts in hand.
119.
Yeah, recovery, but that first dart pretty much sums up Natalie Gilbert's match, doesn't it? More match-winning opportunities for Mozhgan Rahmani. And this time, she gets the job done. The first time we've seen her on the Women's Series since 2024, and she has managed to get the better of a former Women's Series winner in Natalie Gilbert.